The Federal Reserve just announcing it is cutting interest rates once again.
The central bank lowered its benchmark borrowing rate by 1/4 percentage point. This is the third consecutive cut by the Fed. It's part of an effort to boost what appears to be a steady but cooling economy. And many experts are now wondering what will happen next.
NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Cheung joins us. I see you looking at your screen because this is happening in real time. What are the numbers and what does it mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, as you summarized, the Federal Reserve did lower interest rates again. This is their third time doing so this year. They cut it by 1/4 percentage point. And by the way, what the Federal Reserve does with interest rates has bleed through, not necessarily one-to-one, but it impacts what happens to your mortgage rates, to your credit card rates, to anything that you use to borrow money. And what we've seen from the Federal Reserve was over the post-pandemic period, they dramatically made those interest rates higher to take steam out of this economy and make inflation come down. But now they have the process of trying to undo some of those interest rate increases by lowering interest rates. So again, they've done that 3 times now this year with this decision. Today, the Federal Reserve saying that the economy has continued to expand at a solid pace. This is their words. And they say that conditions in the labor market have, quote, generally eased, which translation, maybe unemployment rate is rising just a little bit. But they do say that inflation has made progress. That's certainly good news as well.
And this is the final interest rate decision of the year, right? Yeah. What do people expect to see in the new year when we have a new president, a new administration?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Federal Reserve is very, very clear in saying that they do not make interest rate decisions based off of who is in the White House. But as you mentioned, yes, there is certainly a new person coming in effective January 20th. But the Federal Reserve has their own forecast, and they're really just judging all their decisions based off of what does inflation look like, what does the jobs market look like. And in their decision just a few minutes ago, they have a projection for where they could see interest rates going over the course of 2025. Again, it's a projection. A lot can happen, but they're basically projecting a high likelihood that they'll do another 2 interest rate cuts through the course of next year. That's not all that much. And in fact, if we even just rewind to looking back at 2024, there were expectations the Fed may have more aggressively cut interest rates this year. They only cut interest rates 3 times. So there were some people at the beginning of this year saying maybe we could see mortgage rates on a 30-year fix go down to maybe 5%. That hasn't happened. We're looking at somewhere almost around 7% right now, which is kind of really where we started the year. So we haven't seen interest rates fall as much as we did in 2024. And that might hold into 2025 as well, with the Fed only projected to cut twice.
Right. If it's only twice, maybe we don't get down to that 5% mortgage rate. I wish we could. But what about the chairman of the Federal Reserve? He's going to be speaking. What do you expect to hear from him? Yeah,
he has a press conference, as he always does. That will be in about 25 minutes from now. But I think the questions for him will be very similar to kind of what you were just asking about, Ellison, is that next year there's a lot of uncertainty, not just on what the economy is going to look like. This economy has been very difficult to project and predict what it's going to do since the post-pandemic period. But you have the added impact of fiscal policy coming from the White House if they wage out an all-out tariff war against China, one of the biggest trade partners in the United States. Could that tilt the Federal Reserve into more aggressive interest rate cuts? That's what happened in the first Trump administration when he lobbied that war against China. That pushed some Federal Reserve cuts. We'll have to see. It's a lot of uncertainty there.
All right, a lot to watch as we head into the next 30 minutes or so. Brian Cheung, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.